Hello students, this is the video lecture covering section 12.5, Circles in the Coordinate Plane. Our learning goal for this lesson is to be able to write the equation of a circle and to be able to find the center and radius of a circle. This slide shows the general form of the equation of a circle. So given a point that is the center of the circle, we're going to label that point h, k. And we're going to have some radius of length r. We can write the equation of the circle in this form. So in this case, we're writing the general form of the equation of a circle given a center and a radius. So again, what we want to remember is the general form, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So this first question, the center is at 5, 2. So we have x minus 5 squared plus y minus negative 2 squared. And that's going to equal 7 squared, which is 49. Our second equation is going to be x minus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared, and that's going to equal 6 squared, which is 36. And our final equation, we have x minus negative 2 squared plus y minus negative 1 squared equals the square root of 2 squared, and the square root of 2 squared is just 2. Our second question asks us to use the center and a point on the circle. Now this question is a little bit more difficult because we have to actually calculate the radius. Now we know that the center is at h, k, and we know that the point is x, y. So in this case, h is 1, k is negative 3, and we have both x and y at 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write the general form of the equation. So we have x minus h, quantity squared, plus y minus k squared, and that's supposed to equal r squared. So let's plug in what we know. We have x, which is 2, minus h, which is 1 squared, and we're going to add to that y, which is 2, minus negative 3 squared, and that's supposed to equal r squared. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 squared is 1, plus, we have 2 plus 3, which is 5, and 5 squared is 25. So we have 25 plus 1 equals r squared. So r squared is actually equal to 26. And so now we can write the general form of this equation of the circle. So what we have is x minus the h, which is 1. We're going to square that. And we're going to add to that y minus the negative 3, so we get plus 3 here squared. And that's going to equal r squared, which we've found now to be 26. So let's try this question one more time, but without the picture. So we have the center, so we know that h is at 4, and k is at 3, and we know that both x and y are both 1. So using this information, we'll set up the general form for the equation of a circle. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, and that's supposed to equal r squared. So let's plug in what we know. We have 1 minus 4 squared, and we're going to add to that 1 minus 3 squared. And that's supposed to give us r squared. So 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 3 times itself gives us positive 9, plus 1 minus 3 is negative 2, and negative 2 times itself is positive 4. So this equals r squared. And 9 plus 4 is 13. So that gives us the value that we're looking for. And so we can write this now as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. And that's going to equal r squared, which we've now found to be 13. And so that brings us to our final question. Verizon is planning on installing a new cell phone tower located at the corner of US 41 and State Road 54. The equation that models the cell phone's tower position and range is shown below. And we want to know if that tower will affect cell phone coverage at Sun Lake High School. So first things first, we want to be able to locate the intersection of 54 and 41. And so this is Google Maps of Land O'Lakes. And so if you haven't found it yet, I've included a purple dot where the two roads intersect. And so now we need to find Sun Lake High School. And so if you haven't found Sun Lake yet, I've included it inside of a yellow box. Okay, so first things first, we need to find the radius of this circle. So remember, this 81 is actually r squared. So if we take the square root of 81, that'll give us the value for r. And the square root of 81 is in fact 9. And so what I want to do here is I want to draw a circle that has a radius of 9. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my compass tip at the origin, and I'm going to extend the compass so that I have it set for 9 units. So as you can see, I've now placed the compass with its metal tip on the intersection of 54 and 41. And so what I'm going to do now is draw the arc that represents that part of the circle. And as you may have guessed, that cell phone tower at 54 and 41 will just miss us here at Sun Lake High School. So that concludes this video lecture on section 12.5, circles in the coordinate plane. Hopefully you understand how to write the equation of a circle, and you're able to find the center and radius of a circle in the coordinate plane. If you have any questions, I'll be available in class tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you soon.